you're not taking shit out this house. You can take your threads and you can go, but you ain't taking my motherfucking kid nowhere. Are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you stupid?
Oh, because I was knocking on the door. I had been knocking on the door. Beverly was over there at the store. Yeah, man, you know we ain't married or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you asked a lot of damn questions, Beverly.
Moshi Moshi, shrimp tempura and mango sake. ESPN on set, discussing drinks and hockey. Walking rooms, they know my name, not just anybody. I'm not anybody, God chose me from everybody. I speak easy though life is...
What's good? Candy Cane Gang, gang. It's your girl Kane. What's good, y'all? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? How you doing? How you been? It's another story time. It's a part 7. None of the names used in this story time belong to any of these people. Their names are being changed to protect their privacy. Their names are being changed to protect the privacy of the trifling and not the innocent. Before we get into the story time, what y'all think in my head, y'all? What y'all think it is? Ladies, fellas, cousins, uncles, aunts, what y'all think it is? Y'all like this? Let me know in the comments. Like I left off in part 6, we gonna go ahead and get started. Start with Sarah first, because I know a lot of people was asking about Sarah. So y'all, Sarah had ended up staying in this hospital, y'all, after the fire because she did eventually have like a slight nervous breakdown. She was worried about where she was going to live at when she got out of the hospital. She was worried about her kids. She was worried about her job. It was just like a little bit of everything into one that was just sending her like and driving her crazy. So the kids were staying at their godmother's house, Kaisha. Now, I had met Kaisha in series 1, okay? I just never brought her up because I didn't really interact with her like that. I met her when I went with Sarah to take the kids over there one time. So, y'all, Kaisha was older than Sarah. Me and Sarah is not the same age. Sarah is younger than me, maybe by like 3 or 4 years. I think it's 3 years. And Kaisha is older than Sarah by like 5 years. And Kaisha is older than me by like 2 or 3 years. Alright, I know it's confusing. Kaisha had a bunch of kids. She had way more kids than Sarah. She had like 5 or 6 kids. And her oldest child, 2 oldest children, they were like in their teens. So she started young. She told me she had her first child when she was like 11 or 12. The youngest child of hers, he was a small baby. She had just had him. She was married and then she got divorced. Her husband got deported back to his country. It was just a lot. Her story is crazy. Yes, I got permission from Kaisha to tell that. This was like my second time going to Kaisha's house. When Sarah left the hospital, she went and she stayed at Kaisha's house. Kaisha let her come there. So Kaisha lived not far, but she was across the way. Josh had dropped me off at Kaisha's house, okay? So when I get to her house, she's got like this little townhouse. It's really nice. Her house was bombarded with just toys. It wasn't dirty, but it was messy, and it was messy with toys and children's shoes. Literally, like just shoes all over the place. So when I get there, Sarah and Kaisha is sitting in like this sunroom. She had this sunroom, y'all. Let me see if I can describe this house. So when the house was a older built house / renovated, okay? So when I got there, the house was like a gray and white house. I get there, I go up these stairs. It's a 1-family house. It's like a sunroom. So they can see out the sunroom. They can see who's coming up these stairs, the porch stairs. Then you go through a door and you go inside her house. It's like her living room. The kitchen is back over. Then she's got stairs that lead to upstairs. And it was also a bedroom downstairs. So we in the sunroom or whatever. And Sarah was like, hey, sis. Like, you know, I gave her a hug. I gave Kaisha, you know, like a little side church hug. So we just sitting in there. And Kaisha was like,
yeah, sis, like, we just sitting here, you know, we just talking about these deadbeat wiggers, and they don't be having shit going on, like, just complete bums.
So, I'm like, yeah. How you feeling, Sarah? So Sarah was like,
I'm alright, you know, I'm just kind of tired, you know, but, They prescribed me some medication for my depression, this and the third. I got a therapist now.
Like, she's just telling me everything that she got from being at the hospital. So Kaisha was like,
yeah, I'm glad you got that therapist. Like, I'm telling you, the therapist is what it is. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of motherfuckers need to go to therapists and get some motherfucking help. It's the best. Do you got a therapist?
so Kaisha was like,
This is my therapy right here.
and she had like a blunt in her hand. So y'all, while we sitting there talking, this guy comes into the house. Like, he comes through the door and he comes into the sunroom and he's just looking around. So Kaisha was like,
What?
so the guy is like, and he just goes into the other door to go into the house. Who's that? Kaisha was like,
Oh, that's Junior's father. Like, I know you ain't never seen him before, but that's him. That's his father. He alright? Because, like, he look a little annoyed. He's a fucking hater. Don't pay him no mind. You good. Y'all good. Y'all good.
so y'all, I stayed at the house. You know, I sat there with them for a little while. Kaisha had cooked. She had made, this used to be my favorite meal. Okay? Still is, if I still ate hot dogs. But she had made, some beans, some franks with some white rice. So, that used to be my favorite meal. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. She made this meal or whatever. She brought us a plate. She brought me a plate, brought Sarah a plate. And then she had her plate. We sitting out there. And then the rest of the kids is in there eating. So, the guy comes to the door and he's like,
Oh, so I'm not worthy of a plate?
What?
What you mean, what? You ain't hear what I said? I can't get a plate of food?
We gonna go make the plate of food. The fuck is wrong with you?
so the guy was like,
What you mean? You made your friends' plates. You made the kids' plates. You just skipped over me, huh? What the fuck about me?
so Kaisha stands up and she sits the plate down on the chair and she's like,
What the fuck about the phone bill? What the fuck about the light bill? What the fuck about the water bill? What the fuck about the gas bill? What the fuck about my pockets, bitch? What about that? And you talking about me fixing you a plate of food? Are you doing anything to get a plate of food?
so I'm like I looked over at Sarah. I'm like, so I get it now as to why Sarah was like, she can't stay at Kaisha's house. I wouldn't stay there neither. So I'm just like, yo, like, so y'all, Kaisha's son comes to the door and he's asking for more food. So Kaisha gets up and she goes to the kitchen. I guess she's making, her son some food. And in the midst of that, she's arguing with this guy again. Like, you can hear them in there in the house. Like, I don't know what you think you are. This is my house. This is my house. This is my food stamps. Motherfucker, you don't pay shit here.
I don't gotta pay nothing. I don't gotta pay nothing. Like, you don't deserve for me to pay nothing.
Well, you can get the fuck out. You can get out.
Well, give me my son. Give me my son.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So y'all, I'm just looking at Sarah. I'm like, I mean, how long you plan on being here? Like, what's your plan?
I'm going back to work. I still got my job. I explained everything to them. Like, I literally just need somewhere to be for like 30 days.
Like, Sarah had 2 jobs. She's working at the dollar store again, and she was working at a little restaurant job. So I'm like, all right, well, you need to just save all your money because you can't stay here with this. And then you have an open, child services case. So Sarah goes to tell me that Kaisha has a child services case too. So I'm like, what? Kaisha comes back out into the sunroom and she sits down and she's like,
Yeah, like, excuse me, y'all. Excuse that. Like, I'm just sick of bitch-ass wiggers that they think they can control and don't even pay no fucking bills. Like, get the fuck out of here.
so the guy came to the door. I was like,
Like, you still talking? You still talking?
so Kaisha was like,
This is my house. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
so she goes back in, y'all. By this time, I had text Josh because I was ready to leave. It was getting dark anyway. But I'm just like, you gonna be good here, Sarah? Like, with all this going on? So Sarah was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. Like, That's their business. I'm not getting involved in that.
I'm like, all right. So y'all, Josh comes and picks me up, all right, and I go on this excursion, okay. So this is when I met this guy. We're gonna call this guy Earl, okay. It was this older guy named Earl, and Josh said he met this guy when he had went to jail, went to prison. So this guy was an older guy. So you could clearly see that Earl was addicted to woof woof as well. He had swollen feet and ankles, and he had the big hands. And he also had this certain way he talked, y'all. Like, I don't be wanting y'all to feel like I'm making fun of, these people at all. So, but he had this way that he talked, y'all. Like, his voice would drag and whine when he talked. So y'all know I'm an animated storyteller. I'm going to try my best to imitate his voice without it sounding like I'm making fun of him. So y'all, we pulls up to this guy, Earl's house. Earl had a really nice house. It was a one-family house, and he had other roommates in this house. And he is also had a sunroom in the front of his house. And he didn't stay too far from Oreo. So we pull up to this house, and Josh is like,
That's where old boy is staying at. I'm about to see something real quick. Hold on.
so I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting in the car. The car's still running. So it was weird because Josh never left the car like that with the car running or whatever. So he gets out, he runs up these steps, he goes and he taps on the door, and the door opens. He goes inside. So he comes out, and he's got this guy with him, Earl. So Earl gets in the back seat, and Josh gets back in the driver's seat. So Josh was like,
Yo, Earl, this is my girl Kane.
so Earl was like,
How you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? How you doing?
so I'm not making fun of him, okay, y'all. I have to, so y'all can feel like y'all in the story time. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? So Josh is like,
Yeah, me and Earl, we was locked up together. Like, I was locked up. That's when I met Earl. Earl is man cool. Like, he's an OG.
so Earl was old. Earl was like in his 60s, all right? But he was still getting high here and there. So Earl was like,
You man, like, shoot, when I was around your age, Josh, you know what I'm saying? I had all the bitches, man. I had all these motherfucking bitches. Like, I was just out here, So, they ain't nothing. They ain't nothing, still doing my motherfucking thing, you know what I'm saying? You seen my shorty in there? Like, yeah, I seen her.
so we drive to another building, and he drops Earl off to the building. So Josh was like,
I gotta come back and get him, but I'm gonna get him and drop you off to Beverly house, and I'm gonna take these two fools with me, because they up there at the house.
so I'm like, all right, cool. So y'all, Josh drops me off back to Beverly's house. When we go upstairs, Biker and Leo is not up there. There was nobody there, actually. So Josh called Leo phone. No answer. Josh called Biker phone. No answer. So then he called Beverly phone. Y'all know Beverly answered. Beverly answered. I don't even think the phone rung. Nephew, what's going on?
Yeah, where y'all at? Where you at?
Sure, I'm down here in the store, the corner store in the back. You know where we sitting at the the lottery machines.
Oh, alright, where Biker went?
Oh, they left out earlier. They said they was going to take a walk or something. I don't know. You know how they do.
We here at the house though. So you get upstairs, Kane is gonna be here.
All right. I'll see you next when I get there. All right, nephew, I got to go. I'm sitting here with my man. I got to go.
Alright, Beverly, do you.
So I'm sitting there in the house by myself. And for those of y'all wondering, Beverly had gave us an extra key. That's how we was able to get in and out of this house. We're going to go ahead and fast forward. Alright, so we already know that I sat at this house by myself, which I really enjoyed. I went in the kitchen. I made me, a little turkey sandwich. She had chips there, had some chips. I had poured me up some juice. Like, I'm just vibing. So, it's a knock on the door, y'all. Y'all know throughout this whole entire series, 1 and now 2, how we felt about the freaking door. So, and I told y'all, I was alone, but I wasn't alone. So, I goes to the door and I look through the peephole. And it's this guy, Dante. I ain't say nothing. I just walked away from the door. I walked away with my sandwich and my juice and went on the couch. Dante's still knocking on the door. Finally, after maybe 5 or 6 knocks, like, I don't know what, he wasn't getting the hint that nobody's there. I guess he left because you didn't hear the door no more. Maybe like an hour, Dante and Beverly come into the house. So Beverly is like,
"Oh, niece, you was here? Oh, you must have been asleep."
so I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, because I was knocking on the door. I had been knocking on the door. Beverly was over there at the store.
So I'm just saying to myself, like, even if, I'm not letting you in here. I don't know you, bro. Like, you think I'm going to let you in here? And I'm in here just me? Like, no, get out of here. They go into the room. They was in there. They got music playing. Maybe like 30 minutes later, they both come out the room. Dante is walking by really fast. Like, he's walking so fast, like, skipping his feet. And he goes out the door. So Beverly comes out and she's like,
"Where he went? He left?"
I'm like, yeah. So y'all, Beverly goes to the window. Once I seen her go to the window, I automatically knew what they was in that room doing. She goes to the window and she's like, I'm like, oh man, she's smoking ooh again. She's smoking ooh. I just say to her, I'm like, what you looking for?
You know, I'm making sure. I got to make sure, because, when you a good-looking bitch, motherfuckers want to be looking up in your window.
So I'm like, you don't live on the first floor, though. Like, you up high. Who could possibly be looking in your window?
Niece, we had this conversation before. It be motherfuckers looking in this damn window. You don't be seeing it, though.
I'm like, all right. So, y'all, later this day, Josh, Biker, and Leo, the Three Stooges, they come back to the apartment. And they got Earl with them. So, they come in or whatever. Beverly's in the kitchen. She called herself getting ready to cook. So, she sees Earl and she recognized Earl from the program. The outpatient program. So, she's like,
"Oh, how you doing, Mr. Earl?"
So, Earl is like,
How you doing? What's going on, Beverly? What's going on? How you been? I ain't seen you in a minute.
Josh was like,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all was at the same program, right? Yeah, I was seeing Beverly, Beverly come up to the she be there at the program, and talking on ladders. Beverly, you something else, Beverly.
So, what is this? So you staying for dinner, Earl? Like, what's going on? You staying for dinner?
so Earl was like,
No, man, I gotta get back to my old lady, I got my old lady over there at the spot.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got married. You ain't got married to the girl, the white girl you was with.
Yeah, man, we ain't married or like, what I'm saying? Like, you asked a lot of damn questions, Beverly.
Josh was like,
No, he not staying for dinner. Like, go ahead and cook, do what you gonna do. Stop worrying about what we got going on over here.
they at the table, y'all. They talking, they doing whatever they doing. So, this guy, Dante, comes back to the house, y'all. He's knocking on the door. Leo gets up, Leo looks at the peephole, and Leo was like, we all just standing there like, Josh is like,
Who is it? God, you always be taking mad fucking long to say who it is. Who the fuck is it? It's that dude, that Beverly had here last time.
So Beverly was like,
Who, Dante? Move, Leo, move.
Beverly goes to the door, y'all, and she opens up this door, and Dante is like,
I don't hit you up or something?
so Beverly was like,
Just come in and go straight to the back. Don't say nothing to nobody.
he comes in and he's walking slowly to the back of the house, but he's still looking at them. Beverly stops everything that she's doing, y'all. She goes to the room and she gets into a big ass argument with Dante. A big ass argument. So Beverly was like,
You can get out. You can get out, Dante. You can get out. You ain't got to be here. You can go. Once again, get out. Just go. And don't bring your ass back no more.
You ain't say nothing but a word, Beverly. You ain't say nothing but a motherfucking word. I'm leaving.
he started walking, y'all, the same slide and skipping, like, okay, like dragging his feet. So he goes out the door.
What the hell's going on, Beverly? Like, what's going on? Every time you have a wiggy here, you just get into it. What's going on?
It ain't nothing, nephew. He just got a smart ass mouth. I don't want to hear that
Let's go ahead and fast forward. It's like a couple of days later on. And me, Biker, and Josh, and Leo, we goes to the sneaker store. They wanted to go and get fresh, okay? So we goes to this mall, the same carousel mall, y'all, and we goes to the sneaker store. They buying, you know, sneakers. They buying outfits or whatever. I got me a pair of sneakers. Like, we just at the mall getting fresh. So when we come back to the building, and it was still cold outside, but it wasn't snowing this day. The sun was out, so it was like little piles of snow and everything is trying to melt or whatever, y'all. But we coming towards the building, and we coming into the lobby. This guy, Dante, is coming off the elevator. Now, we never took the elevator, y'all. We always took the stairs because, you know, like the stairs was literally right by, Beverly's door was literally right by the staircase. Like, right by the staircase. He's coming off the elevator, and we're going towards the stairs, y'all. He's grilling us, like. So, Leo was like.
Ain't that Beverly Wiggle? Yeah, that's him.
So, Josh opening up the staircase door, and Dante was like.
I don't know what Wiggins is looking at.
So, Leo was like.
What you said? What you said?
So, the guy Dante didn't want to repeat himself. He's just like,
oh, you must have a hearing problem if you didn't hear what I said.
Y'all, Josh was like,
just ignore him. He's just an angry crackhead. Just ignore him.
I turned to go up the stairs. I'm going first, y'all. When I turned my back, I don't really know what transpired, but I know Biker would be the last person to go up these stairs. All of a sudden, I just hear tussling, like feet. You know how sneakers be on the floor, like, you know the noise they make? So I turn around, and Josh had let the staircase door go, so the staircase door had closed in my face. So I open up the staircase door, I push it. I'm like, yo, Biker and the guy Dante is scrapping. Like, they're in this lobby, and they scrapping, y'all. So Josh was like,
hold on, Leo, hold on. Let him. Biker got him.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
It's like, go back on the stairs, Kane. Go back on the stairs.
So Leo was like,
Yeah.
So Dante and Biker is scrapping, y'all. Dante had pulled Biker, like, he pulled Biker jacket some type of way, and now Biker head is like inside the coat on some So now I guess he's getting the best of Biker. He's, you know, punching Biker. So Leo jumps in. So now it's Leo, Biker, and Dante. So I'm like, yo. So I'm like, stop. Like, stop. So y'all, now it's all three of them fighting with Dante, okay? So I'm just like, yo, I don't know what was going on. I picks up the bags. I'm picking up their bags off the floor. Nobody came into the building because y'all know it's cold. It's snow. It's still snow outside. It's cold. I'm glad this wasn't the summertime. Josh stops scrapping, and he's now trying to break the knock if you buck situation up, y'all. He's like,
chill. All right, let him go. He don't need no more.
When we get upstairs, they look like they had been, scrapping. So Beverly was like,
what happened to y'all? Y'all good? What's going on?
So Josh is like,
yeah, your little funky ass boyfriend started some shit downstairs that we had to fuck him up.
Who? Who you talking about?
Leo was like,
Dante, the dark skin wigger, Dante.
Dante? I told that motherfucker not to come back to this damn house. He don't fucking listen.
Josh was like,
he wasn't up here?
No, he wasn't up here.
So I'm like, well, he came off the elevator. He was on the elevator. He came off the elevator. And then they started scrapping. So y'all, Beverly gets on the phone and she's calling Dante. And then Dante, you can hear Dante yelling and screaming on the phone. Beverly is like,
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That's my nephew, okay? I don't. Well, do what you gotta do, motherfucker. Do what you gotta do. Because if you come back to this door, you're gonna get fucked up. I'm telling you right now, you don't know who you fucking with. I'm Beverly.
She really said her real name, but y'all know she Beverly for the story time. So I'm just like, yo. So Josh was like,
You always got some shit going on, Beverly. I'm telling you. Like, you really need to do something with your wiggers. Do something with your wiggers.
Nephew, I did not know that he was in this damn building. I didn't know that. I wonder who he fucking with in this building besides me.
so Biker was like,
You broke up with him though, right? If you broke up with him, you don't need to worry about none of that.
You right, Biker, you right. You know, I got other booze. I got other booze, so I ain't worrying about it. Y'all good? Y'all need an ice pack? Y'all need band-aids? What y'all need?
so Biker was like,
I'm good. I'm a man. I'm good.
so y'all, the next day, we goes back to Earl's house, okay? And old boy is there at the house. So Josh was trying to convince old boy to let Sarah and the kids move into Earl's house because Earl had an extra room. Old boy did not want that to go down. Old boy, because obviously he's got all these different wigettes, okay? And he did not want Sarah to mess it up. So Josh is like,
Man, you stupid as fuck, man. I'm telling you, I would have had my baby moms up in this crib with them kids. That's what I would have did. Like, that extra room in the back, that's what she would have been at. Like, I don't understand, bro. What's wrong with you?
old boy was like,
You need to mind your business. Like, for real, you need to mind your business. You don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know what's going on.
I know enough. I know what I'm seeing. Like, what you mean? She over there at that girl. She can't stay at that girl house. She been there enough. What you mean? You got a whole extra room. Earl said she could move in there.
I don't give a what Earl said. I'm saying she can't move in yet.
so y'all, the house was really nice. It was a nice house, okay? And I got to meet Earl's girlfriend. Now, she wasn't white. I want to say maybe Spanish, you know, I don't know. But she wasn't white. So she comes out the room and she's got substance abuse issues as well. She comes out the room, her hair's all curly and it was like cut in this bob. And she had like a little side part and the hair was going this way. And the ends were like black and like her roots were like a honey blonde looking color. So she's like,
Hey, how y'all doing?
let's call her Amber.
My name is Amber. How y'all doing?
We was like, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? So while they in the kitchen and they doing whatever they doing, y'all, I'm just sitting on the couch. Amber came and sat on the other chair that's sitting in the, like, on the wall. She's like,
So where you from?
so I'm like, the city, New York. She's like,
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm originally from New York too. I'm from Queens.
I was like, oh, okay. And she was very proper. She talked very proper, y'all. Very pretty. But you can see she just took a wrong turn somewhere. So she starts telling me how, you know, she's a street walker, like a prostitute. She sells her body. So I'm just like, she's like,
Like, yeah, I'm just trying to get away from that, you know, like, me and Earl, we met at the outpatient, you know, clinic. And yeah, like, we just been together ever since. So I'm just trying to stop, you know, selling my body and things like that because I know Earl doesn't like it.
so I'm like, oh, okay. So you have a substance problem too. And she starts telling me, y'all, she does ooh ah or she does the woof woof, like whichever one she can get her hands on. So, and she said she was younger than Earl too. She told me she was at the time 29. Didn't look 29, okay, but so y'all, while we sitting here on this couch, is this white man that comes to the house. He knocks on the door. This man had like very big hair. Okay, like you know how Justin Bieber hair will be like combed this way, or that's kind of how it was. He had gold framed gazelles, okay, like really big, and he had this big bushy mustache. So Earl lets him in the house, and Earl is like,
Yeah, man, I met him over at the outpatient clinic. You know what I'm saying? This is
let's call this guy Arthur. Let's call him Arthur. He's like,
yeah, man. You know this Arthur. I met him over at the clinic at the drug at the little program over there. You know what I'm saying?
so Josh is looking at him like just sizing him up. I'm looking at him like it's something very off about Arthur. Okay, Arthur looked very clean. He was very, very clean, clothing wise and substance wise, it didn't look like he was getting high or drunk off anything. So he's like,
Hey guys, yeah, so my name's Arthur. He said, yeah, I met him at the program.
like he's literally repeating everything that Earl has said, and he seemed very jumpy and nervous. So Earl was like,
Yeah, so you trying to get something? Like, what you trying to do?
Arthur was like,
No, you gotta take that piss test, man. We can't fuck around like that.
so I'm just like, yo, this dude is giving me police vibes. Like, I don't know, y'all. It's just something about him. So they sat down back at the table again, and the way the kitchen was situated, if you sitting on the couch, you can see directly in the kitchen at the table. This guy is like the glasses. It was the glasses. Like whenever he's talking to somebody, his face was in their face. Like,
Really? Is that right?
you know what I'm saying? And then he's staring over at me and Amber. So Amber was like,
Is it me or this guy is weird?
I'm like, yeah, he's real weird. Like, I don't know. Let's go ahead and fast forward. When we get back to this house, y'all, I'm telling them, I'm like, that dude, Arthur, I think he's he's police. I think he's a detective or something. So Leo was like,
Damn, I wish I was there. I wish I would have seen that. I wish I would have been there. Like, cause sometimes Josh don't be paying attention. Like, I don't know.
so Biker was like,
What you mean he look police? Like, how he look?
I'm describing the guy to him. Like the mustache was real bushy. It was the same color as the hair. Like, he just looked fake. Like, he looked really fake. He looked put together. Josh was like,
Here you go again. Like, that man is a crackhead. He was at the program.
I'm like, yeah, that's what they do. They send people out like that. People can be on, missions like that for years and years until they actually catch who they looking for. Like, that dude just was weird. Very, very weird, y'all. So, while we sitting there, Leo phone rings. And it's Paul. So, Leo was like,
Yo, what's up? What's poppin', Paul?
so y'all, Paul started yelling and screaming on the phone. So we looking, like, we can't hear what Paul's saying, but we can hear the yelling and screaming. So Biker was like,
Put that shit on speaker. Let me hear what he's saying.
so Leo puts it, at first he didn't want to put it on speaker, but he put it on speaker. And Paul was like,
I just can't believe this. I thought you was my homie, Leo. I thought you was my fucking homeboy.
so Leo was like,
I ain't know, man. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Man,
Precious told me what happened. Precious said that you and her was fucking and I was at work.
so Leo's like,
No, that's a damn lie. That's a lie. I wasn't for God.
yes he was. So we was just all sitting there like, especially me, because remember I told you what I had saw. So Leo was like,
That's a damn lie. That bitch is lying. She lied. You see me listen to her?
so Paul was like,
You know what? Watch when I see you, Leo. Watch when I see you. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be popping.
so Leo hung the phone up and I start crying. I'm cracking up because it wasn't a lie. The girl was not lying. But you know how she do. Paul must have made her mad and she would bring stuff up like that. But yeah, y'all. Leo hung the phone up. Leo was sitting there like,
This wicked tripping. Calling my phone, talking about Precious.
Biker was like,
so you didn't smash her?
Look like smash. She lying.
so I'm like, no, Leo, you did.
No, that's not what you saw. We was in there wrestling. She liked to wrestle.
I'm like, y'all was wrestling naked? So Leo gets up and he walk out the door because he's mad. I guess he was going to call Paul back and say whatever he's going to say, but he left out the house. Beverly comes out the room and Beverly was like,
What's going on? What was all that yelling?
so Michael was like,
It's all good, Beverly. Nothing more, nothing less.
Beverly goes to the window and she's looking out the window like, she turns around and she's like,
So what should I cook? What y'all need? What y'all want me to cook?
Josh comes in the house because he was downstairs and he's coming in with Leo. He's arguing with Leo. So he's like,
That's what you get. Like, you always want to run around. You want to fuck on crackheads. Like, it don't make no sense. That's what you get. Now, I hope Paul come over here and fuck you up.
What you mean? What you mean? Like, I ain't even do nothing. I wasn't messing with her. Like, we was wrestling.
You keep talking about y'all was wrestling. You sitting there lying. What you lying to me for? You're a grown-ass man. You don't gotta lie.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. We was wrestling. So Josh is like,
Dang, what you say you seen?
So I'm like, they was rolling around on the bed, like, and then they was humping. So Leo starts laughing. Leo like,
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, cause maybe somebody else you thought it was me.
I'm like, no, it was you. And then afterwards, you came in the living room and sat down. Like, that was the day when Josh was calling your phone and you was answering the phone.
Like, then you sitting there talking about you. Like, come on, man. You don't have to lie to us. You don't have to lie to us. You have a fetish for women like that. Do what you do. Do what you do. But this the consequences. Now her husband know about it, and now he want to whoop your ass. Like,
Man, I ain't worried about Paul. I ain't worried about Paul.
So y'all, Paul and Leo argued on the phone the rest of the day and night, okay? Paul kept calling. He had Precious in the background.
what did you say, Precious? What exactly happened?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, yo, the deed is done. It's done with. Like, you can't cry over spilt milk, Paul. Let's go ahead and fast forward. It's another morning. It's probably like 8, 9 in the morning. The fellas had just walked back in the house or whatever, you know, because I told y'all they have to be up early for their excursions. Beverly comes out the room and she's got her bathrobe on. She's got like this pink furry bathrobe on. And she's like,
Y'all want me to make breakfast? Well, I know, Biker, you ain't gonna want nothing because you don't eat.
Nah, we good. We don't need you to make nothing, Beverly. If you want to make breakfast for yourself, go ahead.
I'm good. So Beverly was like,
What's going on with y'all? Y'all don't eat? Y'all don't want dinner? Y'all don't want lunch? Nothing. Leo, baby, you want something?
what you gonna make?
I'll make some French toast, you know, some eggs and cheese, some bacon.
Oh, yeah. Hook me up. Shit, I'll eat some.
So Josh is like,
Should have known he was gonna say he gonna eat something ridiculous.
so y'all, Josh and Biker had left, okay? So I'm still there at the house. I'm getting myself together because I was going to meet up with Sarah and Kaisha again. And Leo is on this couch and he's arguing with Teresa on the phone. So Leo was like,
Like, what are you talking about? You always calling me on some bullshit. Like, make it make sense, Teresa. Make it make sense. What you want me to do, though? Like, you not saying. You call my phone, you just be talking bullshit.
so Beverly comes out the room and she's got this black silky looking nightgown on, okay, like satin, and had like little designs in it, but it was black. And she had her hair in the ponytail, okay, she didn't have the wigs on. So she's standing there in like the doorway to the living room. She got her arms folded and she like, and she looking at Leo while Leo's arguing. So Leo was like,
You know what, Teresa? You know what you can do? You know what you can do, right? Oh, all right. As long as you know, as long as you know.
and he hung up the phone. So Beverly was like,
Who is that, Leo? Why you sitting there arguing? You don't gotta be arguing with these bitches.
Man, I ain't playing that bitch no mind. That's my ex, you know what I'm saying? She mad because I'm here and she up there.
so Beverly was like,
Why don't you come in the room? Let me give you a little massage in your shoulders. Get some of the tension out.
so Leo looked straight over at me.
Nah, I'm good, Beverly, I'm good. You know, like, I'm not paying that no mind. I ain't starting no shit. She be alright,
Let me give you a massage, Leo. Come to the room. Come to the room.
So, Leo was like, Beverly, Beverly, go ahead, Beverly, go ahead. Like, I know what you up to. Just go ahead, Beverly.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to give you a nice, good massage.
So Leo looks over me again. By this time, I'm looking at him. So Leo looks at me and he starts laughing and he's like,
What you looking at, King?
I'm like, nothing at all. But if you want to go get a massage, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Please don't let me get in your way. So y'all, Leo gets up and he goes out the front door. So Beverly was like,
I don't know Leo's problem is, like, he was trying to act like he's not interested in me anymore. But you know, he know what happened last time. He know what happened last time when I gave him a little sample of the mouth.
So I'm like, I only doing that because I'm sitting here and he don't want me to tell Josh.
Oh, you think Josh can get mad?
I was like, Josh do not care. That's the whole thing. So Beverly goes in the room, y'all, and Then she goes into the bathroom, showers, and she gets dressed. So I leave and I meet up with Kaisha and Sarah. I went and I took an Uber. So I takes the Uber to Kaisha's house, and when I get there, they inside the house this time. But it's another argument. Like, Kaisha's dressing her kids, and this guy is like,
You gonna give me my son? I want my son, because I'm moving out. I'm going to my mother's house. I'm taking my son with me.
so Kaisha was like,
Motherfucker, you not taking shit out this house. You can take your threads and you can go, but you ain't taking my motherfucking kid nowhere. Are you dumb? Are you dumb or are you stupid?
so I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I walk in? Like, so Sarah is looking at me, and Sarah texts my phone while I be sitting there. She's like, I gotta get out of here ASAP. So I'm just like, so the guy was like,
Yeah, like I said, I'm taking my kids. I'm taking my kid, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because you a bum. You ain't nothing a bum. You just a government assistance bum.
so Kaisha was like,
A government assistant bum, but you in my government assistance check though, right? Make it make sense, motherfucker.
I just said to myself, I'm not sitting in this house the whole entire day with this going on, because Kaisha be loud, okay, and the guy is loud, and then the kids is screaming. You have some kids running through the house screaming, and then the little boy crying. Like, I don't want to hear this nonsense. And then you had Sarah kids running around. I'm like, damn, like, this what you be bringing your kids over to? Like, when you be like, oh, they at their grandmother's house? She's like,
I had no idea that they be sitting here arguing like this. I didn't know that.
so I'm like, well, you never know a person until you move in with them. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Straight to the motherfucking end. I gotta go out, so. But I had to do a story time real quick, okay? Because I had to get y'all in tune. So, here's the cliffhanger. Kaisha's baby father tried to scrap with Kaisha at the house, and Sarah and Kaisha jumped the man. The guy calls the police, and the police came to the house, and Kaisha ends up getting locked up, y'all. So, the baby father called himself trying to take over the house. I'm literally telling y'all the story. Leo and Biker end up going to Earl's house, and they finally get a chance to see this white guy, Arthur. And Arthur is acting more suspicious and more weird, okay? They starting to pay attention to him now, because it wasn't just me saying that Arthur was a police officer. Alright? We end up seeing Paul at the Price Chopper supermarket, okay? And Paul wanted to square with Leo and with Biker, because he still was believing what Precious told him, and he was still with Precious over there at that house, and Precious was with him the day that this took place. So yeah, y'all, I told y'all these episodes are getting more crazy and crazier. I wish this could have been longer, but like I told you, I have somewhere to go, and I just wanted to record a story really quick so I can edit it while I'm out, you know. But yeah, y'all, this is the end of this story time, okay? Wherever you at in this crazy ass world, because you know this world is crazy, okay? It ain't gonna change. Go to your window. Go to your window. Same thing Beverly be doing. Open up the shades, the blinds, and be like, don't forget. And people gonna be looking up to your window. They gonna be like, don't forget what? And you gonna be like, don't forget. They tell a friend, they tell a friend, they tell another motherfucking friend that Miss Kane on the motherfucking tube. Peace. I love y'all.
One more time.